Here comes our upper body blast workout today. So dumbbells, absolutely. We're going to start with a warm up across the chest and shoulders, give a little kickback. Okay, so the idea today is to keep it very much like a circuit workout. Many different exercises to target the entire upper body. So chest, back, shoulders, biceps, triceps. And then by way of the core, of course, always. So there's always that benefit happening. Take the arms and now bring one arm up and one arm down. We're going to side bend and take a really big reach and then switch. So up and over. You want to feel that big lengthening through the lats. Good, come across. And then one more each way. Okay, standing tall, rotate the upper body right to left, but keep your head and your hips as centered as you possibly can on that rotation. So as we go through the workout today, we'll be doing 30-second intervals. Try to use the heaviest weights that you can and still maintain good form. This is the best way to really build some strength and endurance at the same time. So much good shaping happening there, good for the metabolism, building the bones, and really maintaining healthy hormones also. Okay, so now with hands on the legs, we're going to reach the tailbone back, inhale, lift the chest, and then on the exhale, take your hands under the knees, roll under and stretch between the shoulder blades. So inhale, up, and then exhale, rounding the back, head down. Good, one more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the chin. And then with both hands on the legs and the feet open, we're going to roll the shoulders right and left. So more stretching for the back. Try to keep your hips mostly still. And one more each way. And then take your feet together, standing tall. Inhale the arms up over your head. Been working on this standing side bend quite a bit lately. Drop the shoulders, arms as straight as you can, lean back into the heels, and then side bend over as far as you can go. Take the bottom arm and reach, pulling the top arm further over, and then up and switch. Inhale, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, up and over the other way. Make sure your hips are pushing in the opposite direction, leaning back into the heels of your feet. Squeeze the butt, lock the knees and the elbows. One more, pull with the bottom arm. Inhale, come up, bring the arms all the way back down, and then just circling the shoulders. So circling the shoulders backward with the elbows mostly straight, and then forward, and then add the elbows, and then backward with the elbows bent. Good, take one arm across the body, stretch, and push into the arm. And then switch. Okay, one last stretch, bring the arm up, drop the hand behind your head, gently pull back, and switch. Alternating right and left. One more each way. Okay, we're gonna start with renegade row with added push-ups. So here's what this is gonna look like. I want you to take a weight. I'm gonna just grab this 20, a single dumbbell that you can have in the middle of your body. And we're going to start with one push-up. So this could be on your knees or your toes. So one push-up. And then, oh, I forgot to say, if you're doing this on your feet, feet need to be wide because we're going to go to one arm, row one side, and then row on the other side. Okay. Here we go for 30 seconds. Alternating one push-up with the right and the left row. And your job is to try and keep your hips really still on the pull. So one push-up, and then a row on the right and a row on the left. 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish that round if you hadn't already. And then come up to standing with 2 dumbbells heavy enough to challenge 30 seconds of a bicep curl. Okay, so we're gonna do this with the legs apart and holding at the bottom. So just to keep them active. Plie squat, here we go, 30 seconds curl. Exhale, pull. So I'm trying to keep my shoulders down and back on the curl. Abs tight. Hang in there, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then taking a break. Okay, we're supersetting those 2, which means we're back to the floor with your dumbbell for the renegade row. Okay, so 1 push-up, 5 seconds till we go with 2 rows, feet wide to start, 4 on the knees, here we go. That's 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Woo. Okay, back up. So we're just taking enough time to recalibrate the blood flow through the head, or more if you need it, of course. Standing bicep curl. 1 last time. Plie squat, holding as deep as you're comfortable. Weight in the heels. 30 seconds. Here we go. Hang in there, 5 seconds. Ugh. Okay, time. We're moving on. Good news, we're moving on. Okay, catch your breath here. You're gonna need a set of dumbbells light enough to do a shoulder press overhead. So this is the 4-part shoulder press, also known as the check press. That's how I learned it, as the check press. So heavy, but not too heavy. I'm actually gonna grab a set of 15s here. We'll see how that goes. Might go lighter as we go. Okay, so proper form is important. We're starting with the elbows up, actually from the side, and then, so we turn up, palms out, come down the outside, and then squeeze in. Up, open, down, in. Nice and tight through the abs. So we're not lifting the ribs. They want to lift so much, but we're not lifting the ribs. If there's any pinching in your shoulders, try pushing the shoulders down and back before you lift, before you press. If that doesn't help, leave this one out. Maybe do a different exercise instead. Doesn't involve the overhead press. 3, 2, 1, and done. Okay. That one gets me every time. Tricep press back is next. So on this one, we're going to be holding a low squat, pressing the arms straight back. Use a weight that's a little bit lighter than what you would do for your bicep curl. I'm going to grab these 10s for 30 seconds. The most important thing is that you're able to get the arms completely straight at the back. It's not the most important thing, but it's a key thing. Here we go, 30 seconds. The reason it's not the most important thing is because also important is keeping the shoulders back and the back flat. So if the upper back is rounding we're starting to train bad form, which can lead to injury in the shoulders and in the upper back. So as you're holding here, belly button is pulling up tight into the low back. And working those abs all the time. In this case, it's for protection in the lower back. It's nothing to do with, your abs looking great or anything at all. It's pure function, really important. Abs are tucked in, elbows are tucked in tight, abs too. Elbows are tucked in tight. Last 3 seconds, 2. One more press if you can. Okay. We're back to the check press. Same weights again. Oh, I just realized I had 115 and 117. Maybe that's why that felt so hard. Okay. I have a feeling it's going to feel hard anyway, but that wasn't helping. Here we go, 30 seconds. Big push. Up, open, down, and then in. So as you're going through this motion, try to make sure that your elbows stay parallel to the wrists. So really common is to let the wrists come in too close. And if you're tight in your shoulders, it's also easy to not have the elbows come in far enough. So try to work through that, even if it means you need to go a little bit lighter with the weights. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Okay. Do you remember what we did? Tricep press back. Okay. Here it comes. Abs tight, feet together. Weight in the heels. 30 seconds is on. Push it back, squeeze. Always good to focus as well on neck position in all of these exercises. So here, you want the back of your neck to be a straight extension of the spine. So if you had a marble placed on the back of your head, it would just roll all the way right down the spine off the tailbone. So as opposed to like, I've got my head up here, the marble just gets stuck in the back of my neck, right? So we want a nice smooth, we don't want energy getting stuck, we don't want discs getting stuck, or the imaginary marble. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 30-second break. Next combo coming up. We're doing great. We're doing great. Bent over row is coming up next. So we're going to go real heavy on this one, whatever that is for you. If you don't have anything real heavy, you're just going to work the speed, working the speed instead with good form. Okay, so I'm going to take like a mid-weight for me, 5 seconds till we go. We're going to use the legs as our anchor point. So take your forearm, resting on your thigh. The hips turn forward. Grab your dumbbell, roll the shoulder back. We want it to just go to the length of the arm. Pull for 30 seconds. You're trying to get the chest to twist towards the pulling dumbbell. Keep your eyes, your focal point, on the foot that's on the floor in front of you. So don't pay any attention to the dumbbell, you're just pulling it back. Nothing to see there. Eyes stay on the foot. Abs are tight, body weight heavy in that front foot. We are working the front leg at the same time, but really targeting the upper back, the lats, the shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Of course, we have the other side. Hold along the knee, take a nice deep energizing inhale, and then ready or not, eek, here we go, 30 seconds, pull. So even if it's really light, please make sure you're not dropping the dumbbell any lower than the length of the arm. So keeping that strength between the shoulder blades, lifting the chest. Your shin should be vertical so that the front of the knee is directly over the ankle. Heavy in the front heel. 3, 2, 1. And in this case, we're gonna go right back to the other arm in 10 seconds. Just a nice deep inhale. I hope you're doing well here. Hang in there, stick with me. This one can get the heart rate up, especially this little combo, because especially if you've got some heavy weights to add in here. And the pace does that too. Here we go. Big pull. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then switching sides. Definitely toasty now. Deep energizing inhale. Let's get ready. Let's do this one together. All right? Strong on the front foot. Let's go, let's go. Good, really focus. The more you can focus in your body and take one breath at a time, you're kicking down into the foot as you roll the shoulder back. It's like a moving meditation, just completely focused on where all the body parts need to be to get the best pull, the best result, getting all the muscle fibers on board with this compound moving exercise. Pretty much the entire body is helping here. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Excellent. All right, we're very close to the end. Good news. Very, very close to the end. So lighter weight for some shoulder work. And we'll do a combination of exercises here. So with many of the women that I'm training right now, there's a number, I don't know if it's just coincidence or what, but there's a lot of people with shoulder injuries right now. If you're one of those people, please feel free to do the exercises with no weight at all or something extremely light and just try to really mindfully move your way through the exercise. So if there's pain, of course, you're not going to do that at all. But whatever weight, even at 0 weight, just the weight of your arm, if you can do, moving the muscle, movement heals. So we just have to, it has to be the right movement. You have to listen to your body, of course. But all that said, if you're ready, we're going to start with a shoulder fly. So knees are slightly bent. Tailbone is just a little bit behind. So instead of just standing like, fully extended or really released tall. Little soft bend in the elbows as well. Push the shoulders down very low, bring the ears back over the shoulders, and then bring the arms, the wrists specifically, up to the height of the shoulder, not any higher. So we're actually trying to push the shoulders down as the arms go up. So depending on if you're limited with weights and it's too heavy, you might need to bend your elbows a little bit more. You might need to do one arm at a time so you have less or more rest in between the lifts. If it's too light, stay up in this challenging zone here. I definitely don't need to do that on these ones. Last one. And then we're going to go right into the next one for the shoulders, which is now targeting the back of the shoulders, hinging forward with the elbows bent, and then lift. So it's like a fly, again, but with the elbows bent and the chest facing the floor. Gravity puts that right between the shoulder blades. Very important to keep a flat back. So the chest is lifted, and the tailbone is sticking up behind you with the belly button holding very tight towards the lower back. Good. Make sure you're keeping the elbows forward with the shoulders. If it comes back here, you're cheating a little bit. One more. Ugh. Okay, I know because I do that. I do that. The body wants to move into those areas of ease. So we're looking out for not doing that when we're in the gym. Back to flies again. Hopefully the arms are already a little tired. This will dig out new muscle fibers to play the game and to get strong. Here we go. Sometimes I visualize that I'm trying to drag my knuckles up and down the walls beside me so as to keep elongating the arms out from the shoulders, not overly bending the elbows, and keeping the shoulders down really low. So you don't want any shrugging here. We spend so much time with our ears. I know I do, especially in the winter, with our ears up at our shoulders up at our ears. 5, 4, 3. What we actually need is to strengthen the muscles that keep the shoulders down from the ears. And when we do this move by lifting the arms and keeping the shoulders down, that's exactly what's happening. But I digress. We've got another bent over shoulder fly coming out, elbows bent. So with what I was trying to say before is instead of having your elbows back here on the lift, try to keep the elbows right under the shoulders the whole time. You'll feel the difference there. We go. So every time you get to the bottom, reposition the elbows in front with the shoulders. Five seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, little break here. We're gonna stretch that out. Grab a mat so we can come down to the floor. Before we go to the floor, I want you to take 2 of your heaviest dumbbells, or even just moderate, whatever you used for the triceps would be fine. Arms at your side. Let the weights pull your arms down heavy. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the crown of your head up to the ceiling. So you're kind of standing like really straight like a soldier, and then turn one ear as much as you can toward the ceiling. And just let the weight of that arm get pulled down while you actively lift the ear up. And then center, and then switch. And then bring the dumbbells to the floor. Okay, I want you to take one arm over your head. We did this in the warm-up, hand behind your back. Take a hold of the elbow with your hand, and then come down into a lunge. So hold in here, and actually I've got the wrong foot forward. So if you can be kneeling on the same side that you're pulling the elbow behind you. Tuck the tailbone under. And while we're holding that tricep stretch, shoulder stretch, we're also then lunging forward and getting a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. All 3 working together there. And then gently switch sides. Final stretch, foot goes forward, arm up, hand behind the back. Use your other hand to gently pull the elbow back further, and then over the head. So I hope you're feeling lots of heat in your arms after all of that. Love to know how it's all working out for you. Have a great day. Remember to drink lots of water. Can't emphasize that enough. I'm gonna go have mine right now. See you soon.